Welcome to Cuckoo Crazy Crochet. Hi, my name is Ronnie. Today we're going to make this jack head. You can use it as decoration for Halloween, and you can also hang it on your Christmas tree for decoration as well. Let's get started. You will need a stitch marker, a darning needle, a 4mm hook, a pair of scissors, stuffing, some black yarn, and some white yarn. And pull out your white yarn and make a magic ring. We need 6 single crochets in the magic ring. Weaving over your end, put 2 single crochets in each of the 6 single crochets. And I'll meet you at the end. When you reach the end, you should have 12 single crochets. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next, we will be repeating 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 2 single crochets in the next. One single crochet in the next and 2 single crochets in the next one. And you will repeat this all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Or I won't. Sorry about that. I was having a hard time pausing it. Once you reach the end, you should be putting 2 single crochets in your last stitch. And you should have a total of 18 stitches. Next, we'll be doing 1 single crochet in 2 stitches. So there's 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet in that same stitch. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. Do that all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Once you reach the end, you should be putting 2 single crochets in your last stitch, and you should have a total of 24. In the next round, we will be doing 1 single crochet in the next 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the same stitch. Again, 1 single crochet in the next 3, and 2 single crochets in the following stitch. You will repeat this all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Once you get to the end, you should be putting 2 single crochets in the last stitch, and now you should have 30 single crochets all the way around. From round 6 to 10, we will be putting 1 single crochet in every stitch around. At the end of each row, you should have 30 single crochets. Don't forget to move your stitch marker and keep it in the last single crochet, and I'll meet you when I'm done with my 4 rows. Okay, once you get done with rows 6 through 10, you should still have 30 single crochets around, and your jack head should look like this. Let's get on with the decreases. So now we're going to single crochet in the next 3, 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then we're going to single crochet 2 together. Single crochet 1 in the next 3 stitches, and then 2 together. And you will do this all the way around. I'll meet you at the end. Or I'll just do it with you. My camera's having a problem not pausing, so I'll just do this round with you. 1 single crochet in the next 3, and then 2 together. 1 single crochet in the next 3, and 2 together. 1 single crochet in the next 3, and 2 together. And on your last 2 stitches, you should be doing 2 single crochets together. And now you should have 24 stitches all the way around. Next, we will be doing 1 single crochet in the next 2, and then 2 single crochets together. 1 single crochet in the next 2, two together. Do this all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. On your last stitch, you should be putting two together. And now you should have 18 single crochets around. For our next one, we will be doing one single crochet, two together. One single crochet, two together, or decrease. You'll do this all the way around, and then when we get back to the stitch marker, we will then stuff our project. I'll see you at the end. Once you make it to the end, you should have 12 stitches around. Your last single crochet, you should have been putting two together. Now it's time to stuff Jack's head. So we're going to take fiberfill and we're going to stuff it inside. Remember, you can make it as firm or soft as you want. I prefer it to be firm. Make sure you get all your sides stuffed. So there's no holes and no gaps. Once you get so much in there, then feel it. And if it's as much as you want, then that's good. If not, add some more. I think I'm going to add a little more. Alright, I'm going to stop there. We have one more row, and then we're going to close it up. And before we close it up, we will check to make sure it doesn't need any more stuffing. So on this round, we're just going to crochet two together all the way around. And I'll meet you at the end. Once again, I've finished it to the end. You should only have 6 stitches now. We're going to pull a little out, and we're going to leave a long tail so we can close the end. And hide the yarn. So what I do is I make a little knot here. feel there at the end. If you think you need some more stuffing, put some in. I don't think mine needs any more. He's pretty stuffed. Gonna grab my darning hook, needle, and I'll show you how to close your end and hide your yarn. So what I do here is I just weave in and out from the stitches. Picking up both loops on the hook and going completely around. Till you get to the end. When you get to the end, just pull and it closes right up. Then again, I make another little knot. And close it tight. Then we're going to hide our yarn. Just pick a spot and go in. Come out one of your holes. Remember, don't go through the yarn. It'll mess up your work. Then go back down in the same hole and come out another hole. Go down in that same hole. One more time, we'll come out another hole. And now we can pull on the string and hold it tight. Then when we clip the yarn, your tail will suck back in. And here is your jack head so far. Should be a little ball on the end. Mine's a little flat, but that's alright. He's easier to set up that way. Okay, let's put away our white yarns. Get our black yarn out and get ready to make the face. See you in a minute. Welcome back. Now with your black yarn, we're going to make a magic loop, magic ring. I left a little bit longer of a tail so that it will help crochet the face on. We are going to make the eyes. And in the magic ring, we need 6 single crochets. Close up the magic ring. Since these are the eyes, there's only going to be 2 rounds. So this next round, this final round, you will do 2 single crochets in each of the 6 single crochets. Remember, your first one is a little tricky if you're doing this type of magic ring. So 2 single crochets in this, and 2 single crochets in each of the following single crochets. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, once you get to the end of the 6th stitch, you should have 12 single crochets. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up the next stitch, the very first stitch, and I'm going to slip stitch into it. Kind of rounds off your eye. Now you need to leave a long tail for sewing the eye onto Jack's head. And we will make 2 of these. Which I didn't make the second one before starting. So I'm going to pause it here and I'm going to make my second eye, and we'll be back in just a minute. Once you have both your eyes done, now we're going to work on the chain that you hang him from. So I'm going to leave a long tail, make a slip knot, and I'm going to chain 23. And then I'm going to leave a long chain, long tail, and just so I'm in. Fasten off, make your knot. Get a long string, well, a little bit, for the mouth. Get your darning hook. First we're going to start with the eyes. You get your middle piece of yarn there. And you put him on, put the eye on any place that looks good. Remember, you do have a mouth to sew on, so don't forget to leave room for your mouth. When you're sewing eyes on and stuff, this is how I do it. You go down in the very next stitch right beside. Let's see if you can see that. You find your eye, come down, and see that hole right there? That's where we're going to go in at. And you pull it out the other side. Now when you're going back, go in the same hole, come up right beside your eye into underneath the stitches, the single crochet stitches under the 2 loops. Pull your yarn through, go right back down into the same hole and come out somewhere else. I'll do it one more time with you. In that same hole you came out of, right here is the hole we want to go through. Underneath the 2 stitches there, the 2 loops of your V-stitch on your single crochet, go right back down in that same hole and out somewhere else. This is what we're going to do all the way around until your eye is sewn on. And then we'll work on the second one. So I'm going to pause here and finish this one eye, and I'll meet you when I'm done. Okay, here I am, my last stitch. I'm going down and I'm coming out the same place where the other one came out. If you notice that your eye is sunken in, that's fine. I think it gives it more character. And then when you put your eye on either this side or this side, then it will be sunken in too. And it'll look like that. Okay, so now what we need to do before moving on to the second eye, we need to take these 2 tails and tie them together. Now I'm going to cut the excess off. And we're going to weave these in, hide them in our work. So go down the same hole, come out somewhere else. Go down in the same hole and come out somewhere else. When you get ready to clip your work off, clip your tail off, hold tight, and cut it. And it'll go back in the same place. Okay, now with the other eye, I'm going to put it right here. Somewhere right in here. It'll sink down, give him a little ridge for a nose, and then we'll put his mouth right along here. Once I have that done, I'll be back. Okay, I'm done and ready to go. Next, we're gonna do the mouth. Go in from the side, come out a hole about catty-cornered from the eye. Don't forget to leave a long tail so we can weave it in later. Pull this across and go anywhere. I'm going to go catty-cornered from the eye and come out the bottom. This is about what his mouth should look like. Then we're going to make little lines on his mouth to make sure everyone knows it's a skeleton. So we're going to go in about here. And then down here. And what I like to do here is once I go in, I like to come out another spot. Say right about there. To make another line. And then just cross over. Go in the hole, come out another spot. put as many or as little of these lines if you want. Right now I'm just going to do 4. Once you're done with the mouth, come out the same spot on the side that you originally went through. And there, his mouth is done. Now we're going to tie the 2 ends together. Cut off the excess yarn and weave in our ends. So pull out, I'll make it a good, about that long. Make sure you have enough yarn there to weave in at least 2 or 3 times. That way if it ever comes undone, it has a lot of yarn to go through before it actually shows on your work. Go in the same hole through the stuffing and add another hole. In the same hole, out somewhere else. One more time. In the same hole, out somewhere else. Pull it tight. Cut it off. And this is what you should have so far. Now it's time to get the chain 23 that we did earlier, and we're going to put it in the top of the head. So you have a way to hang him up if you want. You don't necessarily have to have this on here, but I like it. So we're going to go in, this is your, right here, is your very top starting point. This is where your magic ring is. So we're going to pick a spot on the side of that first circle. We're going to come out somewhere else. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other one, but we're going to go straight across, which would be right about here. And then we're going to take this tail and come in out where your other tail is. Now we're going to do the same as we just did, where we tie it together and weave it in. And I'll be back when I have that done. And this is what he should look like. He should be able to sit down, or you can hang him. I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial. I hope to have more in the future. I'm thinking next time I will do a little Halloween sack or little bag with a drawstring. Please like and subscribe. Comment if you like. Give me ideas of some things I can do for Halloween. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye!